All right, so a lot of people have been asking me how I do the multi-step unions on the actual machine part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the way I do it. So I got my program loaded in UGS. I got it zeroed to that corner. I just got to set the depth. I'm going to show you how I do that. Just so you know, raise it up a little bit. All right. I use the paper method. There's touch plates and all that you can use. I just have never really used it. And usually I get my turn down the music. Hey Google, pause music. And I always, for whatever reason, set my my depth on this side right here, and I kind of want to make it close so you can see it. But anyway, so you see how that paper moves underneath there pretty easily. So what I do is I lower it down until the tip of the bit catches this paper. Right there, just catches it. So you see how it's not moving, right? So that's the depth you want. All right, so let's go raise it back up, and we got to know how much we raise it up from this point. So I always do 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now let's get it back to that corner. All right, we're back in that corner now, so let's lower it down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to reset 0. All right, now we're going to go ahead and run the stars, because we're doing a Navy logo, and we are going to do the stars first, which are 90-degree bit. And once that's done, I'll show you how we change it out. Alright, so I forgot to hit start on whenever I started cutting the stars so you could see, but I actually had an issue anyway, so I had to start over. Shouldn't affect these stars over here, but it was going rather slow, so I had to check the feed rate, make sure the feed rate didn't change, and it didn't. So we're going to see now if it sped it up a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start again, and we'll do this fast motion. Okay, so we're back. After the stars have cut out, we're back to where it returns to. Now, it doesn't return exactly to 0. It's a little bit above 0. So what we need to do is, because we are changing bits, we need to raise it up a little bit. So we're going to raise the Z up to about, I don't know, about right there should be good. And we're going to hit reset 0. All right, we didn't move the X or the Y, we just raised the Z. So let's hit reset 0, and then we're going to hit home machine. So now, as you can see, it's homing. All right, so now we're going to change to the, because I do this logo in a 60-degree bit, I'm going to find my 60-degree bit right there. Change that out. See if I can do it without knocking over the camera. Let me move this over just a little bit. You can still see, but there we go. And we got the 90-degree bit out. Put that back. Put the 60-degree bit in. And the reason you raise it up some after it's done cutting is just in case you have that bit and you reset 0, just because if you put in this new bit and you have it longer than the bit you had in previously, when you hit return to 0, you don't want it to dig into the piece you're working on. So we have it changed out. Let's hit return to 0. All right, so we got it returned to 0. Let's move this back over here so we can see. All right, so we're still at the same exact ZY, and that's important because the Z and Y has to be exactly the same when you're doing multi-step bits. The reason being is you want the logo to go exactly in the spot it's meant to go in. So let me open the program we're gonna run. All right, got that. So now we still have to set the Z depth. So the way I do that is I go exactly to where it's going to be cutting at. All right. And we're going to use the paper method again. I want to get to where the most detailed part is so I can get that depth. And you can see, let me see if I can turn this so you can see it on the screen. See the screen right there? So now where we are is in that eagle part, which is the more detailed part of this logo. So I'm where that's going to be. So let's go ahead and set our depth again. Lower this down till it barely touches it and you can't move it. Right there. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now let's go back. All right, we're back to our 0 point. Now let's lower it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Make sure after you do that, you hit reset 0. You got to hit reset 0. All right, so now we got everything taken care of. Let me lower this camera just a little bit so you can get a better view. All right, there we go. All right, so now we hit reset 0, and it's time to run the program. You've successfully changed out the bit to the new bit. You set the depth, and everything should be square and ready to go to run the program. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, there you have it. Completely finished 2 different bit union. We did 90 bit for the stars and a 60-degree bit for the logo. As you can see, the logo came out really well. Still got some sawdust in some of the parts, but I'll take my air gun and blow that out, and then we'll get ready to assemble this thing. So I hope this video helps. I've been asked to kind of do some of these videos showing the carving portion of it as well as along with the design. So hopefully this helps you kind of get a better understanding of how you switch out the bits on a 2-bit logo, and and overall it just helps you get a better looking piece if you can use multiple bits, because if I would have used the 90-degree bit on that part, it wouldn't have came out as detailed as the 60-degree bit. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. We'll get ready to assemble this flag here in a little bit, and I'll show you the finished product. Thanks.